Chapter 6. The Underground River. "Hold on tight," said Queen Maeve, trying not to sound afraid, as the bottle started to spin in tighter and tighter circles towards the centre of the whirlpool. Zarara could see the water disappearing down a hole into the underground river. "No need to worry, anyone," King Dagda said. "I have seen a MeTube video of a man in a barrel going over the Niagara Falls, which is the largest waterfall in America, and he was absolutely fine." Zarara had watched the video with him. He failed to mention that the poor man was covered in sick when they got him out. "My ears! My ears!" Laura bawled. "They're going to explode!" Queen Maeve reached back and shoved a bit of tree gum in her mouth. The noise stopped as suddenly as it had started. SIORC did her last circle, and Zarara held her breath. SIORC plunged, nose first, down the hole into the darkness. Laura screamed with excitement. The bottle dived down, 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 past an otter and an evil-looking elf. Then it started to rise and pop to the surface. "Oh, like a dolphin?" Laura squealed. All Zarara could see was the emergency exit sign painted by Gracious, with luminous paint on the escape hatch. King Dagda opened the hatch, turning the submarine into a kayak. "Sweet," he said, sounding pleased with himself. He pulled out the hazel rod oars and handed them out. They all started rowing. It was dark and very quiet. Zarara heard Jenny cough. A tiny bit of sandwich flew past her ear. The time it took for the cough to echo back made her think that the tunnel they were travelling in was gigantic. "From studying the map," King Dagda said, "we are crossing the large underground lake. The river should go above ground quite soon." Zarara had been eating extra carrots. She could make out a row of scared-looking eyes. "Keep rowing, fairies. It will help us along," said King Dagda. Behind them, she could hear the low cackling of evil elves. "Luckily elves are really bad swimmers," thought Zarara. The tunnel smelt fishy. She rowed as hard as she could. A dim disk of light appeared in the distance. Zarara glanced back at the lake and could see the yellow, glowing eyes of an enormous otter getting closer and closer. Just then, the river popped out of the tunnel and split into lots of little streams that rushed and splashed towards the sea. SIORC sped off at top speed down the rapids towards the castle and away from the disappointed otter. The sun was setting over Kinvara Bay. Zarara squealed, "I can see Dunguaire Castle!" They rowed frantically down the rapids to avoid the rocks. "Heave ho!" shouted King Dagda, and then between strokes he announced, "Undo your seat belts. Get all your belongings ready, and when I say, 'Everyone out,' jump." They steered towards a flat rock, and King Dagda leapt out with the mooring rope. "Everyone out!"